Hi and welcome to Nerdy Gamers. The game today we're going to be taking a look at is Fallout New Vegas. This is as part of my entry for OddNeoxin's game giveaway. Now, the competition was to do a 3-minute recording of your favourite sci-fi game or to do a drawing with the sci-fi theme. Now, I've chosen to do a quick 3-minute video of one of my favourite series, and that is the Fallout series. I did have an alternative choice, which was to go do some recording of Elite. However, I don't think that was going to prove the most of interesting of videos, so I decided to go for something a little bit more actiony. Now, whilst the actual competition finishes today, so it's probably not enough time for you lot to, say, do your own recordings and try and enter the giveaway, I would, however, recommend joining her channel, because she does do these game giveaways periodically, usually indie games that you will not find in very many places, or games that haven't had much support or distribution. So also she does do not only just indie games, horror games, but she also does some videos on first-person shooter games. So I would highly recommend go checking out her channel and subscribing there if these are the type of games that you're interested in. Now, one of the reasons why I like the Fallout the Fallout series, it's the post-apocalyptic theme. And I remember when, not long after Mad Max came out and some of the other movies, and I fell in love with the theme. It's that kind of dark and gritty reality where everything's gone to hell, and it also kicks in with the survivor instinct and all of those bits and pieces. It kind of has a lot of the things that I like out of the game. I think mechanically this game works better than Fallout 3. But however, I do prefer the environment and some of the story and the aesthetics from Fallout 3 better than I like New Vegas. But just on a mechanical basis, this game's far superior. And we're currently being given a quest, and we've got to go shoot these. It's not particularly difficult, but saying that, first time I did this, I missed. And look, there you go. I've missed again. And what we're going to do is we've got another quest. This one is going to involve us actually killing some creatures. But before we do that, we're just going to have a quick go into our little Pip-Boy, one of the iconic bits from the series. And we're just going to do a little bit of redistribution, not drop the gun on the floor like I just did, because that would be silly, wouldn't it? And we're not going to drop everything on the floor. Wow, seriously. Yeah, it's been a while. I've got to remember, left click. Actually, we want that there, then we want that there, and then over here we want the pistol, and then we want the shotgun, then the grenade launcher, then the laser pistol, then the machete. So we start off with the pistol. You can change bullet types, which was one of the enhancements they actually did for Fallout New Vegas, which I really liked. You can get a variety of different bullets for your weapons. Also, one of the things is they did improve the whole energy weapon scenario. One of the issues was I found with the original Fallout 3 was the energy weapon skills. It's just, they weren't that good. I suppose you did get some very heavy hitting weapons, but it was like only quite short range often that they'd be effective. Well, that wasn't quite true with the fire lance, but you got such a few amount of shots for it. And then also, you did, if you had Mothership Zeta, you did get an incredibly powerful weapon.
Hear that up on the brick behind me there?
And we have some geckos to... Ooh.
Okay, you're on.
There we go. According to this, we've got no ability to hit. However, pistol works perfectly fine. Right, there we go.
See? You're getting... There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want... Should... Come on.
Right, we need to keep track of her, and I had just played this a few moments ago, and I managed to completely lose track of her. And when I did, I kind of lost the quest because she ran so far ahead that I didn't know what was going on, and she got killed. Which wasn't particularly very good. Yeah, so my little FPS skills coming into play here. I did play all of this on the console, but doing this here, it's just so much easier in a way, using the mouse and keyboard. However, I found the menu navigation a lot better on the console. I think the navigation was almost designed for the console, and the actual FPS section was kind of designed for the PC.
Holy moly. I came up here to drop...
That was handy. After that little combat,
Now that
we
was some good work. Here's a little... One more... Thought I might teach you about living off the...
and there we go. This is Fallout New Vegas. First-person sci-fi game, post-apocalyptic game, and you know it's a sci-fi game when you have lasers. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed, and don't forget, do check out OddNeoxin's channel. It's a good channel, it's well worth supporting and subscribing to. Okay, I'll see you next time.